back on the route. See if we start seeing hot rods and shit. Let's go. Oh, it's raining.
So we got new wiper blades.
Right, we got new wiper blades. We're gonna test them out. But I want the windshield to get a little more wet because I feel like it would do shit right now. Downtown Toledo. Thus far, but some shittiest weather. We'll see. Also, we're coming up towards the tail end again. We're seeing hot rods going the other way. We haven't seen any going this way yet.
For every $50 spent now, pick what you need, then spend it on what you want.
back here? Hey, Zach. Gotta win that whole time.
I'm sure so what you're saying is
Hell no, we
kind
rolling
of
up.
helping to run the circus right now.
Every day. It's just every day, but a little bit more.
You realize we do have ice cream down there.
We just gonna roll till we get yelled at. Alright, fixed the camera and shit. Made it. Last day. We show up late the last few days. You don't get to cruise with many people, but you get to cruise right in. We're kind of more low-key people anyways, but we'll give a recap at the end what we really thought about it and all that. Anyways, let's walk through the parking lot, get what we can get, see what we can see, get our shit stamped for the long haul, baby. I don't care what anybody says, you don't do it for the plaque. Fuck that, I did it for the plaque. Partly did it for the plaque, I want that son bitch. Let's go. This Catalina was by far the car I seen the most. I don't know if the videos will reflect it or not, but the car we've seen the most.
And it's kind of neat to the family focus in hot rodding and drag racing. It's kind of funny if you go back 30, 40, 50, well, probably more like 40, 50, 60 years. Hot rodders and drag racing is considered
Seen this quite a few times.
wild men, racing, maybe a little bit of the underbelly of it.
And then the farm equipment in the background. Oh shit, don't get killed by a Corvette.
When you go to a car show, when you go to
Especially not a Corvette.
drag racing event, I know, again, I talk about drag racing is kind of funny. You're a drag racing family. I have seen guys that'll have a drag racing.
It does.
Again, folks, that's Smith Family Cars. Make sure you check them out. And again, definitely another aspect of this sport that we need promoted very much. And again, great to meet you, sir.
Still people drag racing. What, the rain scare people off? I feel like we still got a couple hours.
People came, got punched and dipped. We did that yesterday. But that's because we had a repair to do.
Jumping _Jax, JAX.
Hey, finish line, baby. Long haulers.
Guys,
How you doing?
are you ready for your pod?
Oh yeah,
Yay! Congratulations!
I appreciate it. Oh, I'm tangled up in my hair.
Yeah, nice job. Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yes,
Thanks for
ma'am.
coming
Ups
with
and
us.
downs and loved it all.
Yeah, but you're here.
Yes,
Safe
ma'am.
travels back home.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We made it.
Mark yours.
What are we marking?
Yep.
Oh,
Coming with us. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So wait, do we get a picture with the truck or something? Yeah. Oh, you're the one to check this in?
A truck?
Or there's a trailer or something. You get to take a picture with your car?
Yeah. Hot Rod Power Tour truck.
The bus and the trailer are over there behind the stage.
Oh, okay.
There. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like right
There you
behind the
go.
stage.
behind me.
So, you're welcome. Good
Got
job,
it.
guys.
Got 'em.
Made
Yep, got
it.
'em.
See you next year.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, these? Yep.
What are those? Oh, thank you. We got more stuff. Long haul gang. Yes, sir.
We did it.
All right, we got to go find that trailer.
Pilot Transport been in the business of transporting hot rods, classic cars, event and marketing vehicles. Since 1988, yeah, amazing, here we go. Oh, absolutely. So Joe Parks here, the big chief over at Pilot Transport. Does anybody know the nickname of the white and red Camaro?
Awesome day here. The Cadillac didn't work.
I've built pigtails before, it's just a regular. Around around your truck, people don't know what it is, try to tell.
four corners of the world. Thank you very much for taking part in the Chevrolet Performance presents Hot Rod Power Tour 2025, driven by Hagerty Insurance. Thank you so much for being a part of things happen on the road, man.
At 11.9. That's pretty fast too. That wouldn't have been bad if he didn't wheel hard. Got him. That was my first ever hyperpass I've ever seen.
A lot of that was all in by the 8th mile, so pretty.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even realize that.
Homie Chris.
Had the gold wires on there.
You don't pay attention to nothing.
Well, it was dark.
Exactly. So the first night I couldn't see what color this was, and then yesterday when we saw you pulled out, I was like, hey, is that the homie? And then you stopped. Keep running into the homie. Chris and this is a Vanagon? Yeah, Vanagon. Awesome. I already got him in here before, but this is probably where we part ways. About to go
Oh, yeah.
get the bus over there. I think it's over there in the back 40. I gotta find the back 40, and that's where we're going.
Oh, I see.
Roll around, and of course it's you. Hey, we're just gonna roll around the show and record. 7.9 he just got. I saw it go flying by. Anyways, we're getting out of here. Guess this is it. I think we got us a picture. Did you even look at the picture yet? I didn't like how the picture was. Wish we could have had a little more time, but what do you do? Oh, he's cruising by. Seabody gang. Seabody gang. Oh, these big old tortillas or something. So, Hot Rod Power Tour 2025 is done in the hotel. Just sat in the hot tub for like 2 hours, even longer. Smashed the fireball. So it's probably the perfect opportunity to talk to y'all. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about Power Tour. I liked it and I hated it at the same time.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I feel like you never prepare enough for the journey, and then I feel like there's also a moment where you over prepare.
Yeah, like I said, I loved it and I hated it. There was one point where we got in the car, I think it was, because we got to, what was that, Juliet.
Yes.
I think Juliet was our, or was it Juliet? No, it was Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne was our wildest day.
Mm-hmm.
We walked around. We didn't really want to walk around. Just want to get our punch and dip. Walked around, get in the car, go to start it. The ignition key is gone. Mm-hmm. Every other key's there. Trunk key's there. Ignition key is just gone. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, we're screwed. We're completely screwed. And we're going to backtrack and everything. And after panicking, freaking out, cussing up and down, I look in my pocket and it's just hanging out in my pocket by itself. I don't know. I think it was just trolling us. It was just, I don't know.
Just one more thing to test us on the Power Tour journey. I don't remember who said it, but it said it's just a bunch of, trials, tribulations, fights. I don't think we had too many of those.
No, not too many fights.
No.
Went the wrong way a bunch of times.
Yeah. I gotta work on my navigation skills, but hey, something you work on.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say, once after we got back from Fort Wayne, they all kind of blend together to me. After we got back from Fort Wayne, we just pulled up in front of the house, looked at each other, and I was just like, Power Tour sucks. And she's like, I agree.
Yes.
Because I don't know what it was. I was just wrenching, trying to get everything ready to go right off rip, and I just started too late. And then I was up until, like many of you probably, up until the second we were leaving wrenching. So we were already exhausted on the road. And then we get to feeling like, I thought it was gonna be like a vacation, but I never really felt like I was on vacation. And Jessica said she thinks it's because we had my hobby there, my pride and joy, we couldn't fully relax because it's a 50-year-old car, 60-year-old car, something could go wrong at any point.
When you're on a normal vacation, you normally rent a car. You don't. You care about what you have, but it's not really yours. You're just a loner. So, but no, when you bring something that's yours, you truly care about. Yeah, you're up 50 times a day, checking out the window, making sure it's still out there. So, yeah.
That, and then we discovered there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do this thing. Like, we thought it was just cut and dry, but there's the people that get up super early and they're at the venue waiting like hours. We didn't try that one. I thought about it. I tried the first night, and then we met some homies and talked us out of it. And then you're like them that just likes to be in the traffic. And I get it. It's cool, and that's what they say. That's what it's about. It's cool sitting in there and stuff, but I don't like that 20 feet every half hour. I'm not into that. I'm really not. If you can keep a steady pace going through somewhere, cruising, waving to people, throwing stuff out, that's a good time. But that's sitting.
Yes. I was going to say, I agree with that. To me, just being a novice power tourer, To me, it felt like the best part was when you were on the route, driving with the group of people, waving, seeing the people that were, coming out to actually see the parade of cars, I guess you could say. So to me, that's what Power Tour is, not sitting and waiting in traffic, because then, as you say, you're just sitting, watch your temperature gauge go up.
Yeah, and it's one stop sign. If there's no cop or no one around, it's just we're screwed. It's a 4-way stop. You're sitting there an hour and a half, no matter what, 2 hours. And some people like that. If you like that, get on. Yeah, I'm not into that. But that was a good part. That was fun.
Yeah.
We didn't have any problems getting into any venues. We got up to about 2:10, maybe 2:15 coming into Fort Wayne, just because I think it was in a town area and all the stoplights leading up to it. But yeah, we never had problem getting in or out of any of the venues. And as you could tell from our voices, or hers at least, we are under the weather. It hit us while we were on the road, and that might be another reason that we halfway didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's actually a reason, but yeah, I mean, I would say overall we did have a better time than a worse time.
Mm-hmm.
The car didn't have any issues. We had some wheel issues. I just got the nice fancy wheels put on. We had some screws come loose for the hub and that hold the spinner and all that type of thing. That's about it. I would venture to say my favorite stop was Fort Wayne. Not for the venue, because the venue, like we said, is the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I noticed that too. So I guess I didn't do enough research. I didn't know that it's kind of the same thing every venue you go to. Drag racing, the dyno, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Parking lot full of old cars. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you
can see different.
Exactly, see different cars every you stop, because there's no way you're going to get every car.
Right.
Millions of cars, so it's good to get there and walk around and see different cars at different stops.
But Fort Wayne, I think you agree. Fort Wayne is.
Fort Wayne, yes.
Fort Wayne's a nice little city. The Fort Wayne Coney.
Oh.
We went for dinner. We went for breakfast. And I told them I'll stand on it. I don't care who sees it. There ain't no Coney in the city of Detroit touching the Fort Wayne historic or classic Coney.
I think it was Fort Wayne Famous Coney.
Famous Coney.
Yes. And don't let the menu fool you. I think they have 8 items.
I think it's 6 or 5.
Yeah, but those 5 items they capitalized on very, very well. So we would definitely going back to Fort Wayne just for the Coney.
Yeah. And it's got an old. So it's crazy. It's got like a Detroit feel to it, but everything's kept up better.
Yes.
It was nice. Nice little. That's all I can say. It's nice. It was just a good time walking around.
Definitely. They have a lot of good murals there in Fort Wayne too.
Yes. Yeah, we ended up every day showing up later and later. Oh, it's like we were saying, there's different ways. I don't even think we got off on a tangent. Didn't even finish that. So you can go like super early and wait in line. You could be like the homies we met first night and go with everybody and be in the cluster and all that. Mm-hmm. And we were bringing up the rear the last 2 days. And both of those days, we didn't even really see anybody until we got dang near there. So that was weird. It kind of didn't feel like you were on Power Tour, but at the same time, once you got there, you're like, okay, we're here.
Yep.
We're back.
We're doing this for a reason now.
Yeah. But now it's nice. You get to roll in, and the shows, the venues are a little lighter, but you roll right in, and nothing crazy happens.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things I will say is the camaraderie. Like I already touched base on people, driving through, waving, and just having a good time, but you just felt like you're part of something, I guess, bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're on the journey for a purpose. So, and that purpose is to get that plaque at the end.
Yep. Well, you can't say that. No, it's in the car. You can't say that because people say it's not about the plaque, it's about the journey. Oh. I did it for the plaque. I don't care what anybody says. I not fully for the plaque.
Yeah.
But I wanted that plaque. I wanted the sticker, all that.
The plaque was a part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, that plaque's going in my office. I'm excited to show all my coworkers, like, hey, this is what I did on my day off. So, days, I should say.
Week off.
Oh, yeah. Worth it. Definitely worth it.
What? It was weird going home for a night. So we were in Monroe, which is only about 45 minutes from our house-ish, I think. And we just went home for the night, which she was out. She slept. She was gone. But to me, it felt weird. It didn't feel like we were on Power Tour anymore.
That's true.
And then when we had to get up and come to Norwalk today, we're like, man, do we really want to go for the ride?
That's true.
But we got in the car and came, and it was probably one of the more scenic routes, but it was
Yes.
crappy weather.
Yep, you guys will see that.
Yeah. But yeah, going home, it's kind of weird for a second. You don't feel like you're on power tour anymore.
But I feel like there's a plus side to that too. I feel like, me personally, I was able to refresh, got rid of all of the clothes that I had worn on the previous journeys and, repacked, got to rethink a lot of my different outfits that I would potentially wear. So it was a good time for me, stock up on things I actually forgot to bring that I could bring for the last day. So it works out.
Yeah. So I guess in closing, those ups,
Oh, yeah.
downs, thought about quitting. There was all kinds of stuff.
But
we made it.
Yes, I'm glad we did not quit.
We did not quit.
And we're already thinking about what's going to come for next year.
We
What
are.
cities are going to announce. I'm excited.
We are.
Yep.
Ups, downs, everything. The car didn't even really break down. We didn't overheat. We didn't get stuck in too many lines. It was just some stuff we didn't like about it, but most of it we did.